On Monday, September 27th at 6:00 p.m. Can we get a roll call, please?
Barb Pittman.
Here.
Luke Spence.
Here.
Sandy Eric.
Here.
Dane Nielsen.
Here.
Jason Sampson.
Here.
Brian Hanson.
Here. First item on the agenda is approval of the agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
Dean and Jason. Any discussion on the agenda? None, council, please vote. Is approved, which takes us into the consent agenda. Any item may be removed for separate consideration. Approved.
Second.
Luke and Barb, any discussion on consent agenda? Seeing none, council, please vote. That is approved, which takes us into the public forum, which is time set aside for comments from the public on topics of city business other than those listed on the agenda. No action may be taken. Is there anyone here to speak in the public forum? And seeing none, we'll close the public forum. Moving into old business, there's old business A, which is ordinance number 1019, 2021, 2022, an ordinance amending chapter 69 parking regulations of the Nevada City Code to establish no parking, which is the third reading.
Move to approve. Second.
Dane and Brian, any discussion on that?
Appreciate everyone's work in getting it done.
No further discussion. Council, please vote. Okay, that is approved. Takes us to old business B, resolution number 16, 2021, 2022, a resolution awarding services for the grant writing and administration of a CDBG CV micro enterprise grant.
I would move for approval and let you know that a committee did meet this afternoon and approved Region 12 Council of Governments as our grant writer for this program.
Recommend them.
Yeah.
I'll second. Yeah.
Okay, so we had a motion by Sandy and a second by Brian to award the services, approving the committee's recommendation. Further discussion on that?
The only thing that stood out, I mean, obviously, we're only getting these at the last minute.
Yeah, we had two applications, and what stood out was their very detailed and explicit work plan comparatively, and both outstanding companies, I would add that.
And then which way are we going to go with the payments for them? Are we going to take it out of the funds or are we going to pay them direct?
That's their proposal, out of the funds.
Well, there's a couple. I thought there's.
So
I
there's
skimmed through it.
the $1,000, the initial $1,000, I don't believe is something that we can take out of the
I was talking
grant
about the
funding.
20.
But the 20, yes, we will be using the awards to use that. Yep.
Do you remember putting in our own 25 local match total? So
Right.
really, that's what's paying for most of the administration is the local match. The discussion on that. Seeing none, council, please vote. Which takes us into reports, starting with our city administrator.
All right, last week or a couple weeks, we had, our weekly meeting, Brenda and I did, NEDC. And then we also had our ADC meeting with the exec meeting for NEDC. The mayor and a couple of us, Rick and Jeremy, went to Camp Coralville. Sandy was also there, and that was a good time. I went to a lot of the financial side of things for the classes on that. So that was really fun. And I got to listen to John Danos, which he's our bond attorney. So that was even better because it was right out of his mouth, and that's who we work with. So that was great. And then we also had a meeting with the school about increasing safety awareness between the elementary, high school, as well as in the middle school. And met again today, and I think we'll be following through with some actions on that to make it more safe. But other than that, I can answer any questions you may have.
Okay. So moving forward in reports, yeah, I was going to report on League of Cities, which, like Jordan said, there was a lot of good information there that we brought back. The school safety meeting today, I feel really good about some of those proposals, so excited to see that move forward. Also, Main Street, which Henry I thought saw him here, maybe he left, did a Main Street survey of the community. There were a lot of responses. Nevada had the most out of any community that did a survey. And what really stood out to me is that it was overwhelmingly positive. So people were really excited about things going on. They had some really good feedback of things they would like to see to take it to the next level. So for upcoming things, there's the presentation for the CAT grant for the Fieldhouse project on the 7th of October. So we'll be going down there. If you'd like to go along, you're welcome to show support. Brenda has a lot of details about that, and we can get them to you. I know I have to be there that morning. I haven't looked exactly when yet. Then the day after that, on the 8th, there's the intercity visit to Osage. So if you haven't RSVP'd for that and you're planning to do that, make sure to do so. And then the community coffee will be the 10th on the Saturday. So we're looking for some folks who are able to do that day for the community coffee. I don't know if anyone has their calendar and knows if they're able to do that one, but we'll need someone to volunteer.
I think it's the 9th.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Saturday the 9th.
I can do that.
Okay, Jordan.
I'm just gonna be dropping in on some, I can't commit that far in advance right now. Not this time of year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can go.
okay, so we'll do Jason and Jordan for sure on the 9th. Okay. That's all I had. Do you have any questions? Council reports. And we're a quiet bunch tonight. Okay, go back and start doing some staff. So I don't know if we'll see if Brenda has anything from NEDC.
Good evening, council. Real quickly, as I was getting ready to sit down for the meeting, we got a stack of folks interested in the micro enterprise loans. So once we get all that data collected, as we're putting that application together, we'll make sure we share that with you all, so you have a sense of what the demand is for that program. The mayor alluded to our presentation down at the Department of Economic Development Authority. There are 16 finalists, and we are in the first group to present. We'll be presenting on the 7th of October. We haven't seen the final agenda yet, but we're excited that really the application went through with very little question on things. So hopefully we'll put in our 10 minutes to seal the deal, and hopefully by the end of the year, they'll get through the process of all 16 and can let us know where we sit in terms of getting some funding to get that project and get it moving. I've got a guest with me tonight, and we'll be back at a future meeting to talk about an initiative called the Story County Workforce COVID-19 Retraining Project. So if you follow the media, you know the Story County supervisors are working with our offices to essentially put forth a plan to retrain 400 people in Story County in high growth areas in the form of certificate programs. So as part of that funded program, we were able to hire staff. So it's my pleasure tonight to introduce Nikki Fisher, who's in addition to being the Director of Workforce Development and Diversity University. Her office is also a Nevada resident. So we're excited to have her on board. She's been with us 1 week and done great things already in terms of moving that initiative forward. So chances are you won't hear from me because by the time we have a council meeting again, she'll be a pro at this and we'll be back talking about that program in front of all of you. So that's my report. Any questions tonight that I can handle? Good. I'll see some of you then, if not sooner, in a bus on the way to Osage. So thanks.
Thanks, Brenda. And it's exciting to see that program moving forward. It's one thing after one of the the World Summit we went to, I came back and said, we need this workforce retraining program. And Brenda said, funny you mention that because it's coming. So it's definitely going to be important to the community.
Good evening, everybody. I just got a few bullet points of stuff's been going on the last few weeks since my last report. Like Jordan and Mayor both said, we met with the school today trying to make a safe school zone. Got a lot of neat ideas. The cities too, learned a lot, met a lot of people. And got the rocks head. Anybody see the rocks?
Can't go down Main
Pretty
Street.
awesome.
Huh?
You can't go down that way yet.
Well, you could see them.
I had to come this way.
Heard you get towed if you park out there.
Huh?
I heard you'll get towed if you park out
I
there.
mean, won't get towed, but you're getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Get yelled at. They've been patching the crack ceiling. Joe and I have been starting to work on a road survey. I'll prioritize what road streets we need to replace. And I've been working on a public works day. I think we're gonna have like in May, work day where real hot dog hamburgers and everybody come up, see what's going on. Got the logos, got the vehicles, stickers on most of the vehicles. I don't know if we got all the parks done yet, but if you noticed them, probably not.
I have.
Have you? Good. Oh, the water department, besides daily operations and training the two new guys, they got the DNR inspection tomorrow. So Sean's pretty nervous, but feels good. And then wastewater department, Mark attended the IRE annual conference last week. So a lot of good information was gained and besides that, he's been doing daily operations and training Devin, getting his feet on the ground. So if anybody has any questions about any of that, go ahead and answer them.
How close are we to Lincoln opening up? Weeks.
Days, weeks?
Hours.
Depends on how many hours? I mean, it's hours.
Weeks, days, and hours.
Let's give it,
Close.
I mean, it's close.
Didn't Marlis's article say at the end of next week?
She said it could be, Jason.
Actually, Jeremy said it would be.
She said Jeremy Rydell said it would be open.
Jeremy Ryder probably did say that.
Yeah.
a commitment happening here.
Probably did. But it's close. It's real close. So got the light set on Lincoln West, most of the bricks in. The one chunk of the sidewalk, do the brick ledge tomorrow, the rest of the sidewalk the next day. So I mean, it's getting close. I hate to put a day on it because like Jeremy said, nobody listens to me any other time. So, I mean, it's real close. I told them that I was gonna open it, with 2 lanes, but so they're hurrying along. They're moving. So.
It's Jeremy. Karen.
Hello, well, I just wanted to update you on a few things at the library. We had the 2 vaccine clinics in August and September for the COVID-19 vaccine. That was in partnership with the United Way and Story County Public Health. And between the 2 clinics, we administered over 150 doses of the COVID vaccine. And they reached out to us to let us know that if there was still community need and interest, we could certainly have more of those. So if you hear of anybody, talking about that, or if you guys know if there's more interest in the community, be sure to let us know so we can schedule more of those vaccine clinics. We're in a little bit of a big bit of a transition period at the library. I started September 1st and I am hiring for several full-time positions, including Associate Librarian 2, which is from retirement. And so we had lots of great applicants and we interviewed last week and we are hoping to hear an acceptance within the next couple days. We're in the beginning phase of hiring for a new assistant director. And we are also hiring a new youth services librarian, and we are hoping to do interviews for that next week. And then along with that, Linda Wright is retiring in October, and so we are having an open house party for her at the library in the meeting room on October 6th from 4 to 6 p.m. And we encourage everyone to come and, you know, wish her well in her next adventure. And we'll have treats and hopefully the public and people can come and, you know, let her know all the good things she did over the 21 years. So thank you. Any questions?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Tim.
Good evening, everyone. Some of the things that we've been working on the last couple of weeks and going forward here over the next few. You've probably seen staff out doing spraying in the city park, cemetery, other city lots around town. So we'll hopefully get that done here over the next couple of weeks. We've started to plant trees as they've come in through our DNR grant that we got from the derecho replacement program. So that work has started. Hopefully we'll be partnering with the school here later this week and we'll be doing a bunch more. So, but we started that process. The CAT grant presentation next week has been brought up a few times. Meeting with HR Green tomorrow to continue working on our cemetery mapping program and getting that put together so we can get that program put in app form and usable for the community. So that'll be exciting. A lot of information to go with it and looking at what those next steps might be. So really the sky's the limit on what we can put in that program. So I'm sure we'll be coming back to you at some point with some recommendations for some additional things that we could put in that to make it more user friendly. The equipment revolving budget, working on that. We're planning winter programs. We got to finish winterizing the pool here in the next couple of weeks. We'll be working with the park board. They'll be going through their goal setting process here over the next several months. So we'll start that in October and we'll work through that in the next several months. And that will kind of be in conjunction with the departmental plans that we're working on with Jordan and as well as building off the Vision 2040 plan as well. So good timing on that. And working on recertification for our Tree City USA certification for the city designation. So hopefully if we get it, this will be the 20th year that we've gotten that. So, and Billy Sunday, we're continuing to get that fine tuned and getting it put back together. So a lot of dirt went in and spread over the weekend. So if you've been by, it's starting to look pretty good. So we're nearing the end on that project as well. So any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. Very good.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Evening. I don't have a whole lot today. I will be excited when Lincoln opens back up. Oh, I can probably speak for the whole police department.
Jeremy said it'd be 2 weeks.
Yeah, I heard some things from Jeremy. We did applicant testing a couple of weeks back. Numbers weren't great, but see where it goes from here. So hopefully we can get that last spot filled. Hoping to get somebody in the academy by April at least. So as far as that, staffing's just same as it is. Still 1 in FTO and then 2 down at the academy. So excited to get them done. That's all I got, unless you guys got anything else. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Karen?
I think somebody else mentioned the equipment revolving went out to department heads, so budget has officially begun. We also had CIP planning today with Larry and some of his staff to talk about upcoming projects. And we're meeting with our health insurance gal, Debbie Dean, on Friday to talk about our renewals. So hopefully we'll have good news there too.
Thanks, Karen. Karen?
Nothing for me.
Okay, anything else before we adjourn then?
Move to adjourn.
Sorry.
Quick on that.
Didn't want to get stolen again. Damon and Jason. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Okay, then we are adjourned.